Hey everybody, today's DIY project is in the kitchen. Our garbage disposal stopped working last week, and since we wanted to replace that, we thought we'd take the time and go ahead and replace the undermount kitchen sink as well. So today's project, we're going to replace the sink with a nice new stainless steel single basin sink along with that new garbage disposal. Let's get into it. I'll start by showing you what we are starting with. This is our garbage disposal right here. This is the drain line from the dishwasher, which comes into here and goes out through here. And this is the second basin sink over here to the left, which it's plumbed into. We're not only going to be replacing the garbage disposal, the undermount kitchen sink, but we're also going to be converting it to the new sink, which is a single drain. So we'll be repositioning the garbage disposal here and tapping into the P-trap for just a single drain out. I'm going to start by taking things apart. And I'll probably start right here. I've got this bucket to catch any water that's likely in the lines. So we'll start by taking the dishwasher drain line off right there. I forgot to mention, I did already unplug the disposal right there first. So there's a little water in there for sure. Okay. We'll keep this clamp. We'll need that again. I'm going to tilt this upright and wedge it right there. I'm going to take this side off first, get the water drained out. And I want this to be free, this unit to be free to come down when I loosen the collar. All right, so this is free. I'll take this one off as well. And back this one off right here. Again, nothing up there, that's there. All right, now we're going to take off this flange and start removing the disposal. Okay, the unit came off. I needed to get an extra set of hands, so my wife came over and helped me out. All right, you see the flange that's left. If I wasn't replacing the sink, you would want to take this out and put the new one in. The new flanger comes with the disposal, but I'm going to replace the sink. So I'm going to leave both these flanges and drain pipe attached and just take it out when I take the sink out. We're going to cut out the caulking bead around here. It's really showing its wear, which I'm glad that we're doing this. But I'm going to take my razor knife and just cut a line to make sure there's good separation so the sink will come down. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get my wife's help. She's going to hold the top as I go underneath with my drill gun and unscrew the two. All right, here we go. The flange of the sink's actually on top of that wood rail, I think. So now I've got to take off this wood rail right here that's holding the left side, and there's a similar one on the right-hand side as well. Now that the sink is removed, use a flat bladed razor scraper to clean off any excess buildup underneath the countertop, and then use acetone and a rag to clean under as well as the lip of the sink. What we're going to do right now is mount the sink back up underneath using these brackets that were there. I think these are pretty cool. We'll hold the sink up. These will go underneath, one on each side, and then we'll put the strap across the bottom. Here we go. Before we mount the sink, we're going to use the silicone caulking around it, caulking gun. This is 100% silicone, waterproof kitchens and baths. This is what you want to use. We're going to put it right on the lip. It'll go all the way around. Seal it up. Is that wide enough? Okay. All right. Look at this. The clamp helps hold it. So we're using the clamp, a piece of wood across, to hold the sink up while we finish mounting. The sink is now installed. It's mounted. We're thrilled with it. And I couldn't film while I was doing it. I'll show you right there. I love these mounting brackets. I've never seen them before. Everything I've seen has been clips. But these wood sink brackets on each side, right there, with the adjustment screws to take it all the way to the top, right there, and right there, piece of cake. And I did put the strap back on the front for extra support. So really thrilled. We did take the cabinet doors off, by the way, super easy, like 2 screws on each side. So I highly recommend that. And we popped these inserts out. Those just have plastic clips to hold them in, and we're going to clean them up. But that's where we are right now on the sink install. It's mounted. We've got it caulked, cleaned up. We'll do more cleaning, but everything is ready and good. Now we're going to install the garbage disposal. I cleaned this off good. Give it one more little rub. Rubber gasket on this one goes on top. It recommends or instructs to not use plumber's putty when you use that rubber gasket. And it says don't twist it. It wants it to set down and just seat. Put the fiber ring on first. And the plastic collar ring. All right, nice and tight. This collar goes up this way, and this flat side down around the insert of the rim. All right, we've got the flange on with the rubber gasket underneath there. I'm gonna hold it up just like this. And then give it a twist. Out over here. There we go. There's 2 teeth, one on this side and one on the back side. You can see it tightening up right there. So I twisted it all the way over till it locked. It inserts here where it's wider and then goes that way right there. Now it's locked. Now I just got to get it plumbed. We're going to reattach this drain pipe from over here, and we'll put this right over it like this and mount that just like that. I finished up putting the P-traps and the P-trap right here and the extension piece back on. This is exactly what was there before. I wanted to see how it fit. And except, obviously right here, came down from the second drain. It was a 2 basin sink. This is a 1 basin sink with just the 1 drain above the garbage disposal. So I wanted to see how would it look like to try to figure out what I needed to do to adapt it to the new single. And this is my solution. So this all went right back exactly like it was. And rather than trying to put a 90 right here and change that, which I had it right here. My light died. Sorry. I was going to figure out how to make this fit, make up that space here, make up that space here. So my solution is a cap. Check this out. There's Lucy. Hi, honey. I love you too. Okay, thank you. I'm pretty thrilled with that. I didn't have to cut new pieces this way or this way. That's a super solution to account for the change from 2 drains to 1. So now I'm just checking we're tight, we're tight, we're tight. This is tight. Last thing I'm going to do is hook back up the dishwasher discharge hose, the drain hose. Put this back on here like this. Nice and tight. Spin this hose clamp to the top. Okay, good and tight. I'm gonna plug it in. Make sure the switch is off. Let's see what we got. Well, we've got a new disposal too. Now there's an insert that goes in there. Get the camera over here. You can still put this cap on top. And there it is with the rack in the bottom. What do you think? Big upgrade from the old sink to the new. I did take a minute to clean up the hoses, the discharge hose from the dishwasher and the supply line to the dishwasher. I ran it behind there and zip tied it, and I zip tied the cord to the disposal up too, just to try to keep everything up off the bottom of the cabinet. Now that the project is over, I wanted to share with you some additional details regarding the time of the project and the cost and the sourcing of the items that I used. The project took a net of about 5 hours. It was 6 hours start to finish, but that included an hour for lunch and a trip to the Home Depot. The majority of the time was spent me figuring things out as I went. I have not done this type of DIY project before, so I had to kind of figure out how to remove the current sink and how to install the new one and get the new disposal installed as well. But all in all, not too bad. Everything was very straightforward. The sink that I used is a Glacier Bay branded product from Home Depot. The driving decision on that choice was not only the straightforward dimensions of your granite cutout, the depth and the width, but because we're staying with an undermount sink option, you have to pay attention to the radius of the corners because there is variation in that in the sinks that you buy from a replacement point of view. So we found a sink that closely matched the radius curve in the corners as well as the overall width and depth. So it worked out great and it fits well. That sink was about $300. The disposal that I used is a Whirlaway brand. I chose that because that was a brand that was there and I wanted to replace it with the same kind. I sourced it on Amazon. It was fulfilled by Ace, who carries it, and I found out Walmart carries it as well. That unit was $90, though I did upgrade to a 1/2 horsepower unit versus the 1/3 horsepower unit that was originally installed. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me for a few minutes. I hope this helped you if you're going to take on this kind of project. It was very rewarding to have the updated sink and the new disposal. I hope all of your DIY projects are going well for you at your home, and I'll see you in the next video.